So I wanted to do this video just to you know put out my thoughts on just just the anime, the manga, just more centered around you know the reason why I'm choosing not to read the manga, um, just because, or should I say, read ahead in the manga. I know that I've made several videos where I talked about this, but I just wanted to center it around. I just wanted this video specifically to be centered around, my true reasons why I'm, not picking up and reading the manga. And that's more so when it's pertaining to, Demon Slayer and any other anime, whether past or present type of thing. Um, and also just to put out my own, in a sense, disclaimer, just because, this isn't a video that is to, more so to not to make you make a choice. This is basically me speaking on, my own opinion on why I'm choosing, not to do what everybody else, a lot of other people have done in the past, in the present, will continue to do in the future. Because me personally, I believe that, you should be able to do what you want, type of thing. I shouldn't influence you to, stop doing something that has worked for you. This is working for me. Whatever it is that you do, as far as an anime fan, as far as a manga fan, you do what's necessary for you. But I kept saying in my past videos, guys, that there's a reason why I'm not reading the manga. There's also a reason why I don't watch intros in anime and outros, previews and stuff like that. For for the following episodes, whenever I get done watching a specific episode, type of thing. And it's basically basically because it in this day and age, it's very hard to stay away from spoiler information, whether it be anime, television shows, um, movie trailers. It's a bit, it's a little bit more different, just because they do normally give you roughly about, nowadays, roughly about 4 or 5 trailers before the actual film drops, right? Um, so, but it ultimately it's still your choice to click on the videos and watch those trailers, type of thing. But also, me personally, when it comes to movie trailers, I also make the decision to only watch maybe one or two, roughly, definitely the teaser trailer to a film, and then one trailer, and then I'm going into the theater to watch the film itself. But going back to just Demon Slayer itself, and like I said, more so, other anime and stuff like that, and reason why I'm not picking up the manga, it's simply because I don't, like I said, I don't want to be spoiled by, the information, because social media is so big. I do see a lot of, I do see people post stuff, even on like Facebook, and, I'm very rarely on Twitter, but I'm more so mostly on Facebook. And I'm actually a part of a Kimetsu no Yaiba Facebook group, on that, on Facebook. And at least with that group, for the most part, people do put spoiler alert in the description before they actually dive into what they want to talk about. As far as like the manga is concerned, I immediately scroll past that, because I don't want to, again, I don't want to be spoiled by whatever it is that's being talked about. um, so for me, again, you do what you want, but for me, I'm choosing not to read the manga when it comes to Demon Slayer and other anime, just because, like I said, I don't want to be spoiled. Because I feel like, even though I wish that people would do this, again, people will do what they want. I feel like, we shouldn't, be in a rush to dive into the manga. At least for me specifically, just because Ufotable is pushing out, the anime, the movie that's going to be coming out next year, the more than likely second season, hopefully next year, late, probably late next year. Um, and because they're giving us this film, and hopefully more than likely a second season visually, I love the fact that when I can watch stuff like this, like a specific anime that has caught my attention because how big Demon Slayer has become, I can really, you can really see, because my channel is more focused on reaction videos when it comes to anime. You could actually see and experience my, the first view of my full reaction, full response to what's going on within the anime, with the movie that's going to be coming out soon, type of thing. You actually get to see a purely, blind view of everything that's to come. That's why I don't watch intros, because the thing about intros is most of the time in anime they give you key information as far as the anime is concerned. They'll give you, even with Demon Slayer, that they'll show, in the anime, in the intro, they'll show Tanjiro's water-based abilities. They'll show other characters. They'll show, even during the intros, during the intro, as the anime was progressing, we noticed that, if because I wasn't paying attention to this until like literally the first season was almost over with, right? That they were showing the Hashiras, like in the beginning, the intro um where the Hashiras were popping up, but they were like shadows basically. They started to appear in at the end of the, in the intro. A lot of the Hashira started to pop up. Like I said, I really wasn't paying attention to this stuff until like the season was literally like only a episode or two away from being finished, right? So they would show the Hashira gradually throughout the intro. Somebody had mentioned that to me, um, just as just as the season was wrapping up, and I went back and I started to watch the intro, roughly, from like episode, I think 9 or 10 or whatever, and forward, and it was showing the Hashira starting to pop up. That key information, to me, I don't need to see, because by the time, what was it, episode 22, I believe, when we actually seen the Hashira pop up, when you see that, it's definitely a great thing to see them in that moment in time, rather than, running and rushing to find out, who what other characters there are and stuff like that. For again, this is me speaking for myself. um for me to be able to not know who the Hashira are, to see what they look like in that specific episode. Yeah, like at the end, and then we gain more information in the following episode, type of thing. To see them when they're supposed to show up is so much better than actually knowing that they'll show up eventually, type of thing. That's why, like I said in the intro for Demon Slayer, and even with the manga, me wanting to patiently wait for Ufotable through the anime to give us this information when it comes to Tanjiro's um, water breathing attacks, when it comes to Zenitsu and Inosuke showing up when they debuted in the anime. These are the things, or the reasons why I'm choosing, not to read ahead in the manga, because if I know this information when I pick up the manga and read ahead, while Ufotable is creating, and giving us this stuff visually, when they give us the movie, when they give us the second season, I'll know I'll know exactly what's coming in the future, and I don't need to know that information, because I would rather, you know, patiently wait, because there's so many other anime out there to watch. There's other manga that don't have anime adaptations to them that I can read. Um, and it's just, to me, it's just so much better to be able to go through each and every episode when it comes to anime fully blind to what's to come, just because for me, you get the pure reaction, me not knowing what characters are, who what characters are which, what their powers are, what their fighting styles are. You get that pure joy from me, and wondering and curiosity is who these characters are, what those abilities are. So that's why I'm saying, guys, for me, you know reading ahead in the manga, it's just not a good thing for me, because I just don't want to be spoiled by this information. I have all the patience in the world, And like I said, I have plenty other anime and manga to read while Ufotable is preparing to push out the movie and the second season to us next year in 2020. Um, so like I said, this isn't, you know, something that's uh, trying to convince you to stop reading the mangas and, you know, do such and such. This is more so just me saying like hey, I need to, you know, do other stuff, patiently wait. It's better that way. Again, like I said, I feel like other people should do this, you know, do what I'm doing, but you know, you do what you want. You know, you're allowed to, you know, you're allowed to pick up the manga and read ahead. You're allowed to, you know, watch other YouTube videos, YouTube channels that are actually diving more into the manga, into the characters and stuff. You know, you're allowed to do that. That information's out there. But for me, I just prefer not to. But that's pretty much my video, guys, and my thoughts on this information. But with that, let's have a conversation in the comment section if you feel up to it, and I will talk to you all next time with more Demon Slayer videos. Peace, guys.